Guess the best way to start this video off is welcome to Arcoin and welcome to Season, A Letter to the Future, an indie game that just released today, one that I have been waiting very excitedly for. I want to start off by saying thank you guys for tuning in. I'm excited. This is going to be a very, I want to say probably emotional, very beautiful, very relaxing experience, and I don't want to wait too much longer. Let's just hop right into it.
Who are you? I don't know, but I'm writing to you anyway. Where are you? How far in the future? Where'd you find my journal? I may never know, but you can know me from what I put down on these pages. I come from a little village in the mountains. No one has left here since before I was born. But our lives changed overnight. Just a few days ago when my best friend had a prophetic dream. A vision that the elder said means this season is going to end soon. The world is about to enter a new era. A great change is coming. Everyone was afraid. I was surrounded by questions and I began to feel how little I know. What is this season that is about to end, and why is it ending? What exactly is out there that could turn the world inside out? If there are still voices singing and laughing in the wilderness, I could record them before they're gone. I also thought of my dad, who always wanted to see the outside world but never did. So, I asked if I could leave. The elder had one condition for letting me go. That I take what I collect to the museum vault, a palace of art and memory at the edge of the earth. She says it's the only place safe from the turmoil of a changing season. I hope that's where you're reading this now. I can't stop the change that is coming, but this time on Earth could live on in these pages. What it looks like, sounds like, how it feels to be alive right now. I'm writing to you at the crack of dawn on the morning I leave home. I can smell breakfast cooking in the other room, and I can hear my mom's voice.
Alrighty. So as you guys can tell just by the music and the way the cutscene's set up, it's going to be a very exposition-based game. A lot of, how do I say, poetic sentences. That sounds stupid to say, but just a lot of stuff left to interpret. Let's see. Past seasons. Olden days, unknown. Season of modernity. Golden season. A season of cultural exchange. The war. The Great War, which lasted 10 years. Season of blank. Season I was born into. A letter to the future. Who are you? I don't know, but I'm writing to you anyway. Where are you? How far into the future? Where'd you find my journal? I may never know, but you could know me from what I put down on these pages. Whoop, wrong way. I come from a little village in the mountains. No one has left here since before. Okay, so this is all the stuff that we already heard. Okay. Let's see. Housekeeping. All right. Pull the string.
3, 2, 1. Hooray! Mr. Lotto's here.
That would get very annoying if my child had something like that. I don't have a child, so why did I say my child? A catalog of strangers. A catalog of strangers, fearsome tales for blasé children. A catalog of strangers is an introduction to the more frightful aspects of this world. A reasonable amount of fear and fun makes for prudent children. You have to excuse me, my eyes tend to move faster than my mouth, so. Now spreads her wings over prosperity. The bill is worth 10 poems. The prismatic treasury. Insect husk. I believe that is the elder I'm hearing hum right now. What else you got for me? Prize ribbon. Origami. Folded by Pate. Hope you like him more than you would have liked a fish. Very interesting. Oh, just did that one. Prize ribbon. First, Wandering Tale Festival.
My bag and Dad's camera, ready for the great departure.
Oh, I missed something.
You're up. It's gonna be a beautiful morning. I'm making progress. I found the burner, camera, recorder, travel bag. Breakfast is in progress. Still gotta make a pendant. We haven't used this in so long. Good thing I saved the instructions. Just as you would use a shield to protect your body, an identity pendant protects your mind. Your thoughts, memories, everything that makes you, you. We don't wear them here in the village anymore. But if you're going into the outside world, I'll feel better when you've got a pendant shielding you. I will worry until you're gone, and then I'll have total confidence in you. In times of war, a pendant can be used to identify a body. Let's skip that part. Objects have two layers, the physical and the mental. The pendant needs to absorb both. 1. Collect a sentimental object for each sense: sound, smell, feel, sight, taste. 2. Feel the sense and speak aloud a memory of the object. 3. Feed the object into the burner. The memory will leave the speaker as it is transferred to the pendant. That means I'll forget the memory after I say it. It's supposed to be painless, at least. Okay, so This old tape should work for our sense of sound. I remember. You and I fell asleep listening to this tape. Where Dad came home. We all rested together until it got dark. What an odd feeling. Like an absence, disappearing. The empty space fills itself back in until I forget that I forgot anything at all. I'm glad I'm only losing a few memories. If I lost too many, I wouldn't even know who you are.
That is what we like to call Alzheimer's.
You should pick the rest of the objects. I'll lose the memories, but you'll have them independent forever. So they should be important to you. They should be parts of your identity you want to be sure to protect. So think about what these items and what the memories would preserve about you. Let's do smell next. Find an object with a strong odor and that holds a piece of you.
Da, 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 something with a strong odor. Dried flowers, candies. I don't feel like that would carry a strong odor. Spoon.
Granite, seaside, darkness. This speaks to how my mom loves me.
I wish my mom loved me. That's a joke, by the way. My mom loves me. I just like making that kind of shit. Nope.
Let's breathe in deep. Oh, I remember it so well. It's not as bad now, but in the old days, not many children lived long enough to grow up. We believed if a child could make it to the age of 9, they'd be all right. This print was made of your hand when you turned 9. Your father and I couldn't believe we really had a healthy girl. An old deep fear inside of me finally went away. And we saw you would just keep growing and growing. That everything was going to be okay.
I'm really liking the atmosphere of this game.
Now touch. Pick something with a texture you like.
Something with a texture I like.
Wax, soft, ancient wall. I was loved by people I have no memory of.
So what did you end up choosing? Okay, feel the candle. This kind of candle keeps someone alive for the time it takes to burn. Just a few hours when death is nearby. It can be enough for last rites, last words. This was Grandma's candle. She didn't want to use it. You spent a lot of time with her when you were a baby. I realized she wouldn't live long enough for you to remember her, or for her to see you grow up and discover what kind of person you'd be. So in a way, you don't know her, and she didn't know you. And yet, She loved you. I don't know where love goes, but it belongs to you anyway.
I also really like how the dialogue is like coming up kind of like comic book bubbles. I'm really digging the artistic choices so far. What's wrong? What's wrong, Mom?
I'm fine.
Liar.
Let's do sight next. Pick something that looks nice.
She's clearly bothered. Well, what about you? I'm gonna sacrifice you to the pendant. No, just joking. They said something that looks nice. I'm sorry. That was rude. Something that looks nice.
Dried mountain flowers. Nothing is ever lost.
We will do dried mountain flowers.
So, what did you end up choosing? Your dad used to bring these flowers home from his climbs. They only grow high up in the mountains. He was a great climber. He even found us a new source of water. I hoped after he would climb less, maybe even retire. But he always wanted to explore, and the only direction to go was up. Maybe the Elder is letting you leave out of guilt for what happened to your dad. If someone has the energy to leave, it needs to go somewhere. He fell into the Fitz ravine. We never found his body. But doesn't he rest with us at night? Doesn't he appear in our dreams? How can such a human being depart this earth without leaving behind a trace as strong as the flowers would still have their scent? Darling, I don't want to lose this one. I can't lose this one. Can we put the flowers back, please? Thank you.
I'll put it back because you loved them so. So we'll go with the candies.
Sweet holiday candy. How I've tried to save things.
So, what did you end up choosing? I remember. These were a present from your friend Pate. It was such a special gift that you wouldn't eat a single one. But after a while, the candy became as hard as rocks. The candy was meant to give one moment of sugary joy. And you realized, we talked about this, that by trying to save them, they lost their purpose. It might have been better to just enjoy them in the moment. For taste, we can eat breakfast and feed some to the burner.
She making porridge.
The memory I'll lose is the one we're forming right now. I want you to have it forever. Standing here, you're having a last taste of home. Now you're protected by lost memories. A gem of home around your neck. This is my only condition for letting you go. You must promise me never to take the pendant off. And never tamper with it. Okay? Then I'm okay with you leaving. I think your camera and bag are still in your room. It's time to gather them up.
Time to get the bag for the road trip. I'm gonna check this picture out. Nightlife Plaza, 801. Back. Went out for a climb. Be back this evening. XOXO. Would this be the last thing that he gave them before he fell? Damn, they had Picasso up on this piano just in the background.
I've lost so much. How could the world ask me to lose you too?
That's a very sad thing to say. It's gonna make me tear up. What the heck?
Look at us. There we are. There we were. We'll always be right here on this beautiful morning.
Forever encapsulated. A moment of love immortalized. That was sweet. Home lever.
I just performed a ritual with my mom.
Phenomenal.
The moment has passed, but I'll record it in these pages for you, for the future.
Now this is basically where the demo started off. There's a demo on PS5 that you can play if you kind of want to check the game out for yourself. I remember I can put you... Make a little scrapbook. Let's rotate. Oh, nope. Straighten that out real quick. No, wrong way. Ah! All right, there we go. Undo. What we're gonna do. Let's do it like this. There we go. And then put the little candies in the hole. Nah. Can I fix this? I don't think I can. Darn, I was gonna put it... like right there. Have just like this little corner. I got one more keepsake. Woohoo! Journal beautifier. I never got a scrapbook as a kid.
Memory of Dad, while cooking, on a walk, with no warning. It knocked the wind out of me. Rituals take this grief and give it a shape and a story. Filling in this journal is a ritual too, but for a loss that hasn't hit us yet.
Yes. New stamps and conclusions. What I'm going to do... I feel like putting Mom up there. I don't know, man. I don't know where I could put this. I'm going to undo it. I'm going to save the photo of Mom. Little poem right there. Bang. The future will hear what I heard and see what I see. Rituals takes grief and gives it a shape and a story.
I've brought tools to record the sights and sounds of this season. I'll start by recording the only place I've ever known.
We come down here.
Public sleep music is a tradition of ours here. When the music ends, the village will begin to wake up. We have plenty of fresh water here. I wonder if it's more scarce in the outside world. Last night there was a goodbye party here in the plaza. Everyone was so afraid for me. To understand that fear, to understand where I grew up, you have to know the man standing watch over the plaza, Dr. Fumio. Last night, my friends wrote down their hopes for my trip and tied them to the branches of this tree. A wish fell off the tree. I'm not supposed to read them, but it might be good for you to have an example of one. I can go against tradition a little for posterity. A village that was created as a place to heal. Is that where my instinct to try to help comes from? It's so strange to imagine I'll be shaped by places and people I haven't met yet. So strange to imagine that I might feel at home somewhere else. This is the cafe where my dad used to read his poems. He wrote one for me. Maybe he wrote it for you too. Dr. Fumio said the dream sickness was caused by something very powerful. He wasn't able to cure it. Dr. Fumio and his son founded Kero back in 776. They live on through our traditions. there are 3 murals celebrating Dr. Fumio's work. This is a healing instrument created by Dr. Fumio.
Mm-hmm.
It draws on the pure mountain air.
Look, I'm not gonna lie, that'd be sounding like the music you hear in those scary edits that you see on TikTok where there's like a bunch of weird music going around to like some messed up looking clips. It's exactly what that sounds like. Alright. Remember you. Yoink.
Remembering everything must be painful. Dr. Fumio brought peace to so many people here.
And then you.
The elder sought out Dr. Fumio to cure her mother, who was suffering from time misperception.
Alrighty. And then you. The statue.
This is Dr. Fumio and his son. The statue isn't as old as it looks. The artist wore it down to give it a feeling of ancientness and the authority that comes with it.
Bang. That's how you do it.
Fumio was an important person, but we also just have a need to put a human face on events that are beyond our control. He may have felt just as scared and helpless as everyone else.
Alright, there's some new stamps. Dr. Fumio. It's time to leave. Very beautiful. Looks like an unfinished wall of art. Want to take a picture of it?
I go fishing here with my best friend Pate, even though there's nothing to catch. We both appreciate the silence.
Jogging John. Caro, founded 710.
Caro Village was founded during the modernity.
Huh.
Much later, Dr. Fumio arrived and remade it in his image.
Is this gonna be like... Is this like a post-apocalyptic world, essentially?
This flower means you're in my thoughts.
Take a quick little
The
picture.
morning after the search was called off for Dad, our doorstep was covered in them.
Bam. Very pretty. Really loving the music and the backdrop. I don't know what this is.
A trip just as slow, reliable, and oddly satisfying as life itself in this little village.
Should I take a picture of the pot? She didn't say nothing, so that picture is probably useless. Or pointless, I won't say useless. This art style is phenomenal. I am in love with it.
Is it recording?
Yes.
Okay. How to leave home for my daughter. Find a sacred square of earth. Lay down so you have the dirt at your back. Close your eyes. Close everything. Do you see for yourself? You see for the dead, for the unborn. Do you listen for yourself? You listen for the dead, for the unborn. Your ancestors are in that dirt. All the living and all the dead are holding you up. Now, stand. They're still there, aren't they? It's time to move, to entangle yourself everywhere with everyone. So the next time you lay down in the dirt, you will have so much more to tell them.
Very good advice. Very beautiful scenery. Honestly, if I lived somewhere like this, I don't think I'd ever leave. I'm a very reclusive person, so I'd probably just find a place somewhere on top of that mountain every day with a fat bologna sandwich in my lap and just eat away and enjoy the view. But I'm kind of a lazy piece of shit, so that's just me though. Alright, here's where we pick up the bike. Wait. See if there's anything around. See if there's any type of audio cues that we can... I'm gonna take a picture of this because it's cool. Bike shop!
These bikes were used by messengers a long, long time ago.
Not hearing any audio cues. So I think it's safe.
Pate fixed up 3 bikes instead of 1.
Let the journey begin. Blue, yellow, pink. Pink's my favorite color, so pink. Loading. Outside world seer. Mount it. And this is where the demo ended. We're going to come out of this tunnel. You're going to see a very beautiful landscape. Look at this. Oh my god. Are you kidding me? This is gorgeous. Imagine if they added like Tony Hawk tricks. You just like try to grind down these fucking stones and just eat shit. Sorry, I'm stupid. Game. Okay. Yeah, okay. I'm stuck? No, we're good. Alright. Camera got all wonky on me there for a second. I got scared. I was like, what did I do? Okay. Park it. I'll park it up here. I'm not parking it way back here. Get back on it. Ring bell! Oh my god! Game of the year. See how fast I can. Dang it! Game, hold on. Get back on it. I'm trying to. Alright, I'm done. Enough.
The irony of Cairo is that it's a closed-off place on the outskirts of a busy trading hub. A postal hub we hardly used is practically on our doorstep.
We'd should probably front. Why not traipse around the Azan Islands? Back. I feel like I'm walking tipsy on the edge of the earth. We're skipping from island to island, the way a stone skips along the surface of the water, leaving little ripples like a kiss or two. Oh, I don't know. I just miss you today. And today, XOXO, you know who. Miko Davis, 745 Hermitage Row, Route 4, Prismatic Grounds. I just doxed this person. Phenomenal job, Michael. Picking that up. Tang Valley. Read it. Greetings from Tang Valley. Hey, guess where I am? Hope you looked at this side first. I had to pay my respects to the birthplace of Manchez. There's a lot of tourists, but also a weird feeling to the place. It would take me more than a postcard to explain. Take care, Aldo. Pick up.
I can see in these letters.
I didn't read that one.
The world has extremes of beauty and tragedy beyond anything I've known.
Why didn't I read that one, Michael? You dum-dum? Hold on, wait. Because I bet. Bang. Yep, I can put postcards. And to finish it off.
I feel nourished in these sights by the unfamiliarity of it all. These means of connection, long in disuse, are certainly telling me something about the world. Will they be used again in the next season?
Dear Esdale, beautiful name. I'll be surprised if this letter reaches you. The war has become like a deranged sleeper thrashing in bed, eyes closed tight. I've noticed how the soldiers strip people of their clothes first, a smaller degradation which permits everything that follows. I wish I had loved you more completely when the world allowed it. Love, Odell. Odell Beckham? The football player?
They were right. The letter never made it. The season before this one, the war, seems so horrible.
War is pretty messed up. Dear Cornelius, I've thought it over and I have to tell you, the name you picked for your baby, is terrible. Please do not go forward with it. I pray this letter reaches you in time. Yours, Darino, however you want to say it.
Poor baby.
Couldn't be that bad. Oh no, they could have been trying the name of Buford or something. Please get this letter to Dr. Fumio. I am suffering from memory excess, but I cannot travel to the village for treatment. I was praying you could instruct me by mail how to cure myself of this disease. I am unable to forget. Now I realize how important it is to gain open space in the mind. Tell me what to do. Tell me how to forget. Please get this letter to Dr. Fumio.
Before setting up in Kero village, Dr. Funio roamed the land curing people. It must have been hard when he wasn't around anymore, especially for people who couldn't travel to the village. Traders used to come to the outskirts of the village. The war put an end to this.
Birdie! It's getting a little bit closer. There's some fucked up sounding birds.
I wish humans had evolved to sing instead of talk.
What is this peculiar looking bench? This has to be like post-apocalyptic. This is beautiful. Very interesting. Oil rig. I think that's an oil rig. I'm not the best with locations. Alrighty. Now it's on to figuring out the way to go forward. Let's, oh, it's down this road, okay. Yeah, that's gotta be my favorite thing from this game so far is ringing the bell. We're just bombing this hill. It's a little dangerous, don't you think? This doesn't seem like the type of bike you'd want to bomb a hill on. This is some Minecraft music, bro. I had C418 in the studio just going ham. Look at that ray trace reflections. What's happening? Sorry. It's so pretty. I'm gonna be completely honest. I mean, I was just kind of expecting like a very zen experience here with like really pretty stuff, which is pretty much what this is. But it's like, nah, this is. How do I stop? Guess gotta walk it across the pond.
I forgot what I was going to say.
Very nice.
My first time petting an animal. I think it went pretty well.
Yeah, just don't turn your back on it. Thing will rail you into the ground.
We learned about old technology in school, but not much about animals.
Let's see. Okay. Woo, Tony Hawk Pro Skater.
I cycled through landscapes, seeing them for the first and last time. I had no idea when I left my home how the season would end, or more importantly, how soon. On a cold, damp day, I feel true loneliness for the first time. Nobody could have described with words how big this world is, how it goes and goes. I passed through it, where others passed before me.
Alrighty. That is going to do it for episode 1 of Season. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I really enjoyed this game so far. I'm really liking like the dark undertones that it carries of like a destroyed world, probably from war, but it's also a very beautiful game. I can't wait to really just dive into this more with you guys. With that being said, that's going to do it. Thank you guys so much, and have a wonderful day. Goodbye.